Yo, what's up guys? Colby Cheese here with another League of Legends tutorial guide, this time for Talon. And man, I hope that I don't get him nerfed after making this guide because I really enjoy winning games and Talon will get that done for you. He's one of the best pushing champions that is a melee in the game. He's kind of like a melee Sivir assassin. He's great at pushing towers and then he can shut down your squishies and high priority targets. Also, on top of that, he's really hard to kill with his slippery ultimate, and he'll almost always have the highest creep score in the game because of the fact that he can just mow down creep waves with no problem. The other great thing about Talon is that he has the ability to play in all three lanes viably, and that just alone makes him extremely powerful, as you can use him in almost any team composition. And so what I did was I just pushed down two mid towers very quickly against Annie, and then boom, run down bottom where she was trying to support, and then take her out, and we take out yet another tower against them. And this is just one of the many things you're going to see Talon doing in pretty much every single game. He provides great split pushing support and will mow down a tower if left alone for even a short amount of time, and boom, down goes Tarek. Don't even try and defend against that, man. What are you thinking? Once you get enough items on Talon, you can literally just demolish kids. Watch as I just freaking leap over the wall, take out Caitlyn even as I'm exhausted, and live to move on and fight some more after that. That's pretty sick if I don't say so myself. So the first thing you want to do is intimidate your enemy by standing right next to their turret and waiting for them to get close. Oh wait, oh crap, there's a Blitzcrank on tape. Never mind, don't do that guys, that's a really bad idea. Son of a... No, that's not what you want to do. Actually, Talon is fairly strong early on in the game if you're able to effectively trade a hit with your lane opponent. Right here, what I'm able to do is auto attack Annie and then immediately push Q and hit her one more time with Noxian Diplomacy, which is your Q ability, and that resets your auto attack timer and allows you to do a lot of extra damage. Here we go. Since I was able to get Annie so low, once I hit level 4, I instantly take her out for the first blood. Your next ability is Rake, and that's going to shoot out a volley of daggers, doing damage both on the way out and on the way back in. The idea with this one is you want to try and farm creeps and harass your opponent at the same time. And you saw there what I did was I hit Gragas and I was able to kill 3 creeps. And now with him being low like that, I'm able to jump in, and as soon as I hit level 6, I throw an ignite down on him and he dies to the dot on my Q damage and then the ignite. So that's what you're going to do, is a lot of extra damage from those two. Once you get your E, I take that at level 4, but the main thing to notice is how to use the combo. So I'll slow it down here. You want to throw out your daggers from W first and then immediately hit your E. What that does is Cutthroat adds extra damage to your abilities, and then as soon as you land on them and pop that, your W is going to hit them, and then you can hit an auto attack and then a Q, and then you can follow up with your ignite or whatever after that. Now your passive is great also because if someone is slowed, your auto attacks do an additional amount of damage, up to about 10%. Now with your ultimate, there's something you need to know on that. Whenever you pop that ultimate, you're going to go into stealth and you're going to run 40% faster for the amount of time until you start attacking again. So the problem with this is if you want to escape, like I just tried to do here, don't use your ultimate and then flash, because flash will take you out and you won't have that speed buff. So what you need to do is flash and then ulti, or wait to flash until your ulti is over. But the best use of your ultimate is to go in there and use it at the end of your damage combo as the final amount of damage, because it's a lot more likely for you to be able to escape if you do it that way rather than using it to initiate. So just keep that in mind. Now, as far as items are concerned, you want to start out with boots and 3 health potions, regardless of the lane that you're going to go into. And that's going to give you that early sustain until you get to level 4 and you get strong enough to handle people and that sort of thing. So here we go. In this lane here, I've got a standard like Tarek and an Ashe, but we're able to easily take her out because we have lots of damage, and the poke potential as well as the big burst from Talon makes it really easy to win those lanes. Another thing with Talon is that you can literally just sit behind the creep waves and farm with your W, and that's all you honestly want to do, is farm as much as possible until you can get your first set of items, which is going to be the Brutalizer, and then I'll try and pick up another 2 health potions and a ward as well. You definitely want to have that control over staying in the lane as much as possible, because right after the Brutalizer, you're going to need to save up and get a BF sword. Now the reason for this is because once you get your actual brutalizer, and at level 9 you can kill the back wave creeps with 1 W, but after a few levels the creeps get a little more HP and you can't do that until you get a BF sword. So as soon as you get a BF sword, you're going to want to grab that. So right here I actually ran from bottom lane, came up to middle, and I took out the bird. She was not expecting my damage, and I kind of baited her out with that. After you get your BF sword, you want to build into a Bloodthirster, and usually I like to get a Hex Drinker as well. The reason I go for a Hex Drinker is because a lot of times the thing that's going to shut you down is that extra bit of magic damage, and if you can protect yourself at the very end of a fight, you know, it gives you that extra 300 shield from when your health is low on those magic damage attacks. That's going to help a lot. Plus the Hex Drinker is fairly cheap and gives you attack damage, and that's all you honestly need on Talon. So as a final build for Talon, like if you can actually get past the boots, you know, the Ionian boots for the cooldown reduction and all that good stuff, then you can go for possibly a Ghost Blade, or if they have over 100 armor, you can go for the Last Whisper, which is what I'll tend to pick up in most games. And maybe a Banshee's Veil if they have a lot of stuff that's shutting you down, you know, magic spells that are shutting you down. For the most part, in team fights though, you want to really focus on staying out of that initial burst and then jump onto their squishies, ideally the carry. So if you are not carry, but the mage, if you can jump on like their Annie or somebody who's going to burst your team down and then silence them and kill them instantly, that's going to help your team the most in team fights. As far as runes are concerned, I go for a full attack damage page, save for 3 flat magic resist runes on the blues. And the reason for that is, of course, because all of his skills do scale on AD, and that helps you kill those waves of minions much easier. And for Masteries, I'll go into a full 21-6-3, giving yourself a little bit of defense in the defense tree, but you can actually skip the magic pen. He doesn't need that. Everything else is all just pure damage. All right, so as far as some more teamfight action, I just want to go in and give you guys a couple clips of this. In the mid game, what you want to do is, in addition to farming down your lanes as much as possible, you want to either push down towers and split push, or run and try and find situations where you can help out your team. So anytime you see an opportunity, try and pay attention to where things are going to be taking place. And what I did was I noticed that something was going to happen down bottom. I ran from mid, and I was able to pick up a kill on Annie. Now we're going to take Rammus out, and Rammus goes down. I use my ultimate to escape and run up, and thinking that Udyr is going to go down. I keep running, but now that I realize that Galio is here, I decide to turn back around into the fight, and now I can pick up either Ashe or Blitzcrank by trying to kite these guys around, and we've got a pretty good situation going on here. We're going to do lots of damage to this Blitzcrank. There's no way he can get away at this point, so I'm going to take him out, and that's going to be 3 kills that I pick up on the bottom just because I went down there. So you want to have that good map awareness on Talon and know when you should actually stay in the lane and push, and when you should go help out. Sometimes you want to stay in the lane and take out a tower because, again, Talon is great at pushing towers down. But here we go. I noticed that my Nidalee was going in and doing some stuff at their jungle area, and since that wasn't safe, I just wanted to run and help out as much as I can with a slow, not really wanting to get into a fight. I noticed that Annie wasn't chasing here since the Nasus actually flashed over and his ultimate was about to wear off, so went ahead and took him out. Annie just barely gets there, but it's too late. Nice job by Mumu getting there. He's able to stun that Annie, and there's no way she can get away. I'm now going to slow her, and I pick up 2 kills just from running in and helping out my teammate. So have that map awareness and do that. A lot of times I will actually split push, and I won't go help teammates if I can easily take a tower out. You really just have to play that by ear. In this case, I've already taken the middle tower, and I had a ward down, so I saw that Gragas was going up top to help out his teammates. I tried to ping, but they didn't actually pay attention. He does pick up a kill onto our Garen, but I'm able to get in there and take another kill for our team, and after he dies there, we pick up an easy tower, and that's no problem on Talon. Okay, so again, on team fights, you need to make sure you don't get caught into the big bulk of all the damage. Do your best to help out with slows, and you see right there, I noticed that was a bad time to engage. I saw a Kali Shroud down. They were about to turn and focus me, so I just kind of step back and let the fight unfold onto my teammates. Now that we're chasing them back, now I'm going to actually engage. What I did was I used my ultimate improperly there. I should have waited a little bit, but I wanted to get in faster, so I jumped in, and I was able to do quite a bit of damage. I took out one person, and Rise goes down there. We end up winning the fight. I could have done a little bit better and waited on my ultimate. In this fight here, I noticed that everyone is getting chased, and I can definitely take out this Ashe because I'm very strong right now. So I come around behind them, and they're going to have to make a decision to turn on me. And at that point, I'm using my blink right on the Ashe right before I get knocked back by Alistar. She gets melted almost right away, and then we turn on Warwick. He goes down, and we're able to push the tower after that. Here we go. I see my team fighting here. I wanted to push the top tower down a little bit more. However, I realized we were going to get dove, so I started running immediately, not wanting to lose our tower and a fight like this. So here we are. I'm in the back behind everybody. I pick up Vayne, and there's the double buff to me. Now I can just turn right onto Brand and take him out. There's no way he's going to be able to escape. If I needed to, I could have flashed or exhausted. However, that was not necessary. Nocturne gets caught on the run. Since they did dive so deeply into our tower, I mean, they got the tower, but were able to actually come out ahead, and I got several kills. That's what is important there. Now, in this one, I'm just going to run back, keep everybody slowed so that they cannot go onto any of our teammates. There was a crazy engage there by the Urgot, so I'm like, what the heck, we're going to go in on this. I want to get the Ashe here. I actually miss with my W, so that's terrible. However, it's okay. I used my E to blink in. I'm not even sure who I blinked onto. I think I clicked the wrong person. I was trying to go onto the Ashe, so I really messed that fight up a lot there, and I have to flash just to escape from the Anivia. Luckily for me, I see that the Lee Sin is right there in kill range. I have my blink ready, and I'm able to take him out. Not the best fight. I could have gone a lot better. I missed my W and messed up my blink. However, it still went in our favor nonetheless. Anyways, guys, that's it. That's Talon for you. Hopefully you learned something here on how to play him. I'm going to go ahead and show you a montage section with music made by my roommate. Definitely check that out later if you'd like. And just try and keep in mind the combo on him. The W into the E into the auto attack, and then a Q, and then your ultimate, and then auto attack. And that's it. All right, guys. This is Colby Cheese. Peace out.
Trouble doesn't come from nowhere. So if it's not me, it must be you, or it must be them, or it must be it. Because his weakness is a perfect match.
And it is the desacralization of all of these that has put us in the mess that we find ourselves. Isn't it true? A loss is much worse. A person may end up believing in anything.
Oh, your weakness. Perfect. There's nothing wrong with me. What are you doing?
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you watched it this far, please hit that like button because it really helps me out. I've also got some more videos you can check out if this was not enough for you. My previous guide was on AP Gragas, check that one out. Or if you want to just learn how to play the game better, definitely check out my Summoner Academy series, and you can see those in those links down below. And be sure to subscribe because my videos will
eventually find their way into your heart.
And for those of you that don't,
their bones will wet my blade.